Alright guys, we're finally doing it. This is vlog number 1. I decided, I've been talking about doing this for quite a while. If you've been reading my blog at all for the past few years, it's just really hard to get used to seeing your face and hearing your voice recorded. I give a lot of credit to the people that do this and don't care or, are able to get past it, because I've tried multiple recordings and hopefully one of these will go. In any case, what I am doing is I'm going to be documenting the next 4 Fridays. I have an open heart surgery scheduled on the 4th Friday. I have a need to replace my aortic valve. I have a St. Jude's valve in there that was put in 1998. It is now 2022. It's lasted 24 years, and it is showing signs of aortic stenosis. You actually can't hear the click anymore, which is somewhat of a problem. And it is affecting the function of the left ventricle, so that's something that is going to be done then. I've gone through this before. Again, I told you that was it's a replacement of another open heart surgery that I had, and that was my first one. I had another one thrown in there to do some work on my ascending aorta and aortic arch that was done in 2005. I've gone through this a few times. This is going to be my 3rd open heart surgery, and basically what I'm going to do is, document how I'm feeling, the steps that I'm taking, the things that I know may be a problem, the way that I'm preparing, everything that I am doing up until that point, and hopefully I survive it in order to document it past that, and just give you like a good feel for what you may expect or what may happen to you. Now, I've had some really positive outcomes. I've had some consistent practices over the years, and I will share those tips with you just so that you can put yourself in the best possible position. But basically what I have is a gene defect. It's ACTA number 2. It's a connective tissue disorder. It's in the same family as Marfan syndrome and Ehlers-Danlos, and it just means that my arteries are more prone to ripping and tearing and showing aneurysms or dissections on them. So I've had a number of surgeries over the years. This is going to be surgery number 8, and what I plan on doing is just, again, sharing all of my information, my tips, how I'm approaching it. I have the ACTA 2 thing I think wasn't even discovered until 2013, and I didn't even find out that I had it until 2017. Now, this is after having my first aortic dissection. I turned 19 on the operating room table, so it was a number of years before I even knew what I had. And yeah, I've had to navigate this just with the understanding that obviously my arteries were weaker than the average person, and I've taken some steps to kind of counter that, and I've made some mistakes along the way as well, and I'll share those with you, which may have caused some other surgeries that I had. But I'll go over each individual surgery later, but I just wanted to let you know what I'm doing here, and if you need any, or if you want updates, just hit subscribe. I promise I won't make these too long every day. Again, I don't really like doing this, and if you have any questions, if you have any comments, make sure you email me at heartsandscars@gmail.com. I'm not going to read the comments here because you guys are mean, man. I've been on the internet long enough to know you're not nice. Please be nice to me. I have compassion for everybody. Try not to be cruel. I know sometimes that's what you live on. I realize that, but just try to be nice. And I will try to share all of my best tips along the way. And again, hit subscribe, and I would be happy to share them with you. First tip is go to a hospital with a medical school affiliated or attached to it. That's tip number 1. They have more invested in current and new technologies and more knowledge of current connective tissue disorders. Private hospitals often try to cut corners. Go to a hospital with a university or medical school attached. Tip